Hey guys, today I'm going to be creating a thumbnail tutorial for you guys. It's currently 3:41 a.m. in the middle of the night. The only reason I'm choosing to do this is because people ask me how I make my thumbnails and I don't want to sit and call giving them private lessons, this and that. And if I give people a video to watch, it'll be much easier for me. Now the materials you're going to need to make the thumbnail is Moon Animator, Blender, Roblox Studio, and Paint.net. Those are the four, and once you have those, then you should be good to make your thumbnail. You want to get your screenshot from the game. So mine is an aerial screenshot from the map docs on Rivals. I'm gonna have like my character in the air doing some, I don't know, some wacky or something, I don't know. So you're gonna go on Roblox Studio, you're gonna get your character, and you're just gonna pose him. So give me a few minutes, and I'm gonna pose this guy. Okay, now that you have your pose, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to click on you want to go to select tool right here on the home tab. You're gonna want to click on your rig and click Control D to duplicate him probably 3 times, and then you're gonna close Moon Animator, and then you're gonna delete the original animation that you were animating, delete the other 2, and then you have your pose. Now I have some set weapons for him for the thumbnail because I wanted to give him something, so I'm gonna give him those weapons real quick, and then I'm going to move to lighting. Alright, now that I applied the weapons to him, now you want to do this next step, which is very important if you don't want your Blender lighting to be a pain in the ass. What you want to do, you get your model and you put his position at 0, so that way whenever you put it in Blender, it's not like stranded off somewhere and you have to move the model to the correct spot. Then what you want to do, you right click him, save and export, and then export as object, and then you're gonna just give it a random name, I don't know. Alright, we're in Blender now, and what you want to do is you want to delete this cube right here because this is not important. Now what you want to do now, you want to click File, and then you want to hold your mouse over Import, click Wavefront.object. You want to look for the file of your model that you made. Alright, now that you have your model, what you want to do, you want to, by the way, you use your middle mouse button to move your camera. What you want to do, click View, Cameras, Active Camera. Okay, and then you can see I have this. Boom, bam, and then you want to go walk navigation. And then you're going to want to shift this to move faster, Q is to go down, E is up. You want to sort of position it like how the original background was to be positioned. And then you want to position your character. So you're going to click the move tool, and you're going to, give me a minute, put him in the right spot. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to click this button right here in the corner, viewport shading rendered, so you can see what the coloring looks like. Okay, it also decolored my sniper and katana, but that's a Blender bug I don't know how to fix because I'm not a Blender professional. But what you want to do, you click Cameras, Active Camera. Okay, what you want to do, you want to click on this camera thingy on the side whenever you view camera. You want to click this part, and you want to click Background Images. You want to enable that. And you want to click Add Image, Open, and then you want to find the background image that you put in Paint.net. Now that you have that background image, what you also want to do to make sure that your thumbnail doesn't look like weird is you want to click Render Properties, and then you want to go to Film, and then you want to put it on Transparent, so that way you can only have your render and not some like gray background. You want to add lighting, you click Add Light and Area, and then as you see it goes in the middle, and you can size it here. And you can use the move tool to position it, and then this yellow thing you can use to point the light at a certain area, and you want to match it with how the background looks, so give me a minute to do that. Now for the most part this is good enough because you can just up the exposure in Paint.net. So what you want to do is you want to go to Render, and then click Render Image, and then as you'll see you'll have your little render here. So I'm going to click Image, Copy. Now we're finally going to be moving to Paint.net, which is the final part, it's just composing. You're going to click the plus to add a new layer, Control V to add your render that you copied in. What you want to do now is obviously still make it kind of match because it's still a little dark, so I'm going to up the exposure. Go to Effects, Object, Drop Shadow, and I would only add the shadow. I make it white, up the opacity, drop the shadow radius, and I put it at what I think is the brightest part of the render. I'm gonna lower the distance a bit. And now it looks good. What I'm also gonna do is you go here, object, and quit drop shadow. But this time, it's gonna be a little bit lower. It's gonna be black. And then up the shadow radius. And then we're gonna put it like right. We're gonna put it like right. The best looking spot is like right there. You're gonna delete it. And you can like delete some parts if you think it looks weird. So in this case it'd be right here. So see, now that's gone. And then you're gonna wanna merge top layer with the other layer. So boom, now you have that. And now usually I would draw a face here, but it doesn't need a face. Also, if there's like a sun in the background, you would add a lens flare. So if there was a sun, you would add the lens flare. Size it up, rotate it however you want. And then, let me put it behind. And then you would double click it, it will show you layer properties, and you would do screen, and it would look like this. Now obviously there's no sun, so there's no point in doing that. But that's for the most part how I make my thumbnails, or how I do stuff. Obviously, I have a faceless rig I use, so whenever I'm done making the render or doing any of that lighting stuff, I can draw on my face and do whatever I want. But that's how I do my renders and stuff. And before you click off and do all that and go do whatever I taught you just now, please join my Discord and show me how well I've taught you. I want to see your art and your projects, yo.